everyone, a very good evening to all of you. And today, this is going to be our first live class, and that is going to be for HPCL. Here, I'm going to cover one of the previous year questions which has been asked last year in HPCL, and it is related to civil engineering, the branch of civil engineering. But I have captured the 17 important questions which are there. Now, see, one very important thing regarding HPCL exam. One thing which I tell you is that HPCL में different तरह के आपके topics होते हैं, right? So that is, you have a mixture, a blend of all the English important topics, be it jumbled sentences, be it error spotting, be it fill in the blanks, or you can say vocabulary based, synonyms, antonyms, everything is there. बट वन थिंग विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है इसकी लेवल क्या होता है. लेवल होता है इजी टू मॉडरेट. आई डोंट से कि बहुत टफ लेवल होता है, बहुत बेसिक लेवल होगा. इफ आई जस्ट शो यू कि द क्वेश्चंस राइट नाउ, तो यू विल एबल टू एनालाइज कि 17 में से मैं कितना स्कोर कर पा रहा हूँ. And I approximately tell you, if you really work very well, last year also many of the students scored 17 out of 17 or 15 out of 17 is no way if you just practice generic rules. Now, one thing which will be different from our in the rest of the videos will be that here I'll be practicing some of the questions and there I'll be detecting you with some of the very important rules also. हम साथ साथ में rules revise करेंगे, plus 17 rules will be there, 17 questions will be there, and some extra rules also, how much we can do it. So we can start it now with the very first question. And syllabus, before syllabus it comes as I'm going to tell you again, it will be fill in the blanks, which is based on all parts of speech. Prepositions हो गया, conjunctions हो गया, nouns हो गए, pronouns हो गए, इन सबके बेस पे आपको fill in the blanks आएंगे. ठीक है. सेकेंड आपका आ जाता है jumbled sentences. यहाँ पे जैसे इस पेपर में लास्ट टाइम one jumbled sentence was there. थर्ड इज योर synonyms. Synonyms and antonyms में से एक चीज आती है. Previous to previous time, 2 years back, antonyms आए थे. Last year synonyms आए हैं. तो take it, they categorize कि कभी synonym उठा लिया, कभी antonyms उठा लिए. Then you have is spotting the error. आपके पास एक line दी हुई है, statement दिया हुआ है. You have to detect which part has an error in it. And last but not the least, there can be idioms and proverbs. The one thing that is different in HPCL, they love the most is regarding idioms and phrases. वो इनमें से कुछ ना कुछ questions लाते हैं. जैसे last time question था cats and dogs का क्या होता है. So what is cats and dogs? और इसको retain करने के लिए कुछ चीजें चाहिए होती हैं. Cats and dogs means cats and dogs का आ जाता है बहुत तेजी से भागना. तो एक तरह का आपने याद होगा टॉम एंड जेरी में भी क्या होता था. There was a mouse, there was a cat, there was a dog. So they were running, you can say, behind each other. तो एक दूसरे के पीछे भागना, जब बारिश होती है वो तेज तेज भागती है. That is termed as cats and dogs. So for rain, when it is very heavy, for a heavy rainfall, it is called as cats and dogs. Now we have Jitinder is there. The students are there. Let's start with the very first question. Okay. So it is a very simple one. First question बहुत simple है. Try to solve. As soon as I speak, I'll give you 10 seconds to solve it out, and then you just give me the answers. Let's evaluate yourself also. Evaluate करना कि मैं 17 में से कितना score कर पाया हूँ. And it should be a good number, and then it will be analyzed कि कितना level अभी आपका. You dash a new bicycle very soon. अब very soon, बहुत जल्दी तुम्हारे पास new bicycle होगी. Will have, are having, were having या have. अब एक चीज क्लियर रखना that it is very soon mean to say you still do not have a bicycle, you are to have it. अभी मिलनी है. So it is the case of future. When it is a case of future, what will be eliminated? This is your perfect, right? This is your future form. This is your present form, and this is your past one. आर हो गया, प्रेजेंट हो गया, वर हो गया, आपका पास्ट हो गया, हैव हो गया, परफेक्ट, विल हैव क्या हो गया, फ्यूचर की टर्म आ गई. I'll wait for you guys. First one I helped you in it. It is A, Gurimi, I don't know the name exactly. Then it is also one, A option, A option. Rest of you, just enter in the chat box what are your answers so that I can decode. पहले पार्ट का बहुत क्लियर रखना. Now this is generic based on your tenses. And you see the options बहुत simple है. Present, past, future और perfect. बस that is what it is based on, right? What if there will be having in the options? Yeah, first thing, having नहीं होता. Having होता है अभी वो चीज चलती जा रही है. Whenever there is continuous, do remember, you will have continuous only in the options where the thing is moving right now. Now I'll ask you one more question related to it. Before this, let me answer you. This will be will have. अभी होगा. Will having is अभी होता जा रहा है. It is not going on. That is why having is wrong. Now let me ask you one question after this. So this is first one. India is independent since 1947. Okay, you have to tell me what is wrong in this statement. Very important. Let me write it for you and you have to tell. I'll told you. With every question will discuss some of the example. So India is independent since last, or you can say since 1947. Now you have to tell me what is wrong in this sentence. Think about it. Sanyogita answered right, Akanksha answered right. Is what should be there in spite of is? Do tell me that also. What should be there in spite of is? If it is wrong, what should be there? Because this is an important rule. And this question was asked in the previous years in one of the exam. Now you tell me what should be the rule? What should be there? Everyone is telling is, but what should come in place of is? Has been. Very good. Why has been now? Remember this rule that whenever इंडिया इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ है सिंस 1947 से, मतलब तब से अभी तक चलता जा रहा है. So something that has started in the past and it is still continuing, then it is the perfect one. Okay, so that is why we are using the perfect form. Second thing you have to decode is whenever the statements have since or for, we will go for what? We will go for perfect tense. Now, one question for all of you. Just be ready to type in the chat box. Let's see who answers first. First one, dash Monday, dash 1947. You have to fill either with since or for. You have to tell me. Dash 12 days, dash 5 p.m., dash 2 months. Fill it fast. What will be there? Either since or for. What will be there? Either since or for, you have to fill amongst this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, this is very important because many a times there are problems. Either a sentence carries since, either a sentence carries for. So, what will be there in the perfect form? You have to check it out. Then I'll tell you the rule. Since, SS Gupta is there. Okay. Anyone else who wants to pop in? Who wants to tell me what will be the answer? Now, remember this rule. Whenever something is static, एक चीज याद रख लो, for तब लगेगा जब कोई भी नंबर आ गया, any number, 2, 3 महीने, 4 महीने, 12 दिन, any number is there, numeric is there, we will go for. Otherwise, we will go for since. Now, let's check it out. This is static, go for since. This is static, particular here, since, 12, any number I told you, go for. This is static, go for since. This is any number, go for. So it is since, for, since, and last should be your for, not since. I think Goody, it's whatever the name is, it is wrong. Since should not be there at the last because 2 months, koi bhi 2 mahine. So any number for, otherwise since. Remember this rule. Now let's go for the second question. Okay. This is based on your vocabulary. You have one vocabulary question and here you have to decode what is the synonym. You know, even in CGPTDM is there, then they're targeting lots of vocabulary question. In HPCL, vocabulary comes for 1 to 2 marks. 2 marks were there at the last time. Here also you have 1 to 2 questions approximately of vocabulary. Now, what will be the answer? It is profligate. Let me help you with it. Profligate. Whenever there are words in vocabulary, try to decode it out by breaking the word. Profit means profit से कुछ related है. Then gate खुद के लिए याद करने के लिए है, profit को हम बाहर निकाल रहे हैं. Mean to say, if we are removing the profit, we are going for the loss. So it is when you are trying to spend a lot of things, when you are not doing the things in a proper manner, or you will say is when you are a kind of spendthrift. जो बहुत ज्यादा, now I give you some terms, जो बहुत ज्यादा खर्चा करता है, some of you will be who are spending a lot, they are called as spendthrift. One who is very, जिसे बोलते हैं ना कंजूस है, that is termed as miser. Third person is there who is a balance between these things, that person is judicious. So you have 3 words right now. Judicious is who plans the things very nicely and spends according to situation. Spendthrift is a person who spends the money a lot. Last but not the least, we have the word that is your miser. That is someone who is extremely less spending it out. Now tell me the answer. Here you have to say synonym. Synonym is someone who is like same meaning आना चाहिए. Prudent क्या होगा? Anyone who knows the meaning of prudent? Tell me in the comments. What is prudent? What is there in prudent? Someone who is wise, someone who is quite good in a manner, जो बहुत अच्छा, positive word, that is your prudent. Prudent is someone who is wise or someone who is judicious. Okay, that is prudent. Judicious, same way, same meaning. That is someone who spends the money very carefully. That is judicious. What is stingy? Anyone who can tell me the meaning of stingy also? Stingy क्या होता है? Everyone goes for answer D. Hemlata is D. Jagan is D. I think one more is D. Try to have another answer also. Try it out. Stingy is a person who is very mean. बहुत mean होना, जब आप mean हो ना किसी चीज के लिए, that is termed as stingy. ठीक है? And last comes as extravagant. Extravagant is extra. I told you one thing. Whenever you have words, sometimes you're not aware. Be it, think about it, that in the word, or you can say in exam, some word came and you're not aware. Break the word, you will get a real idea that what the word is about. Extravagant. Extra word is someone who spends a lot. Similar to it, same way we had the word profligate. Profit nahi bachega, that is spending the money. Extravagant, one who spends the money a lot. So what is the answer? Answer is option D. How many of you have done correct? Answer is D, D, D. Everyone is correct on this. Great. Next we have third one. Same way, synonym. Same meaning you have to tell me in this also. Second question from vocabulary. Right? So this is sultry. Sultry is a very simple word if you will go for that. Sultry, humid, dry, freezing, cold. Ab dekha karo, whenever there is synonym, these two things actually mean same. Mean to say, synonym means one answer should be there. These two are there. They have a kind of a group. A group answer cannot be there. These things can be eliminated, even if you do not know the answer. Right? Then you have humid or dry. What will be there? Humid is chip-chipapan. Like some kind of a water vapors are there in the, you can say, air. Dry is completely without water. Sultry. What is sultry? Everyone is with A. Very good. Everyone has prepared really well. So it is, Hemlata, it should not be dry. It should not be dry because I tell you the reason. Water vapors is sultry means something that has hot and humid. Something that is hot and humid. Okay. So there are some water vapors in the air. That means sultry. Weather बहुत sultry है. That is humus से भरा हुआ है. So these two are the relevant one, and this is the A1. I think everyone gave the right answer. Vithal is there, Jagan is there. Jagan gave the wrong one. Jagan is dry. Do evaluate yourself how much you are able to spend. Okay, what do you mean by if I give you an idiom? What is the meaning of dry book? If such word comes, what is the meaning of dry book? Anyone? Think about it in the terms. I'll give you 2-3 idioms also to ask you right now. What do you mean by dry book? Anyone? Drop in the comments fast. Dry book क्या होता है? What is dry book? No one knows it. Not interesting. Very good. Yeah. Someone that has dry means you can say something that is missing. Book is obviously you read it out. So that is something that is without any interest. Let me ask you this. The way I asked you cats and dogs, let me ask you 1-2 more important idioms. What do you mean by white elephant? Let's see how many of you are aware about it. What do you mean by white elephant? I'll give you 1-2 more interesting one. What is the meaning of pin money? What is the meaning of curtain lecture? Let's go for these. Or what is the meaning of? First, I'll be 3 ones. Expensive. Just try it out from your side. What can be? Not white elephant is not exactly. Costly but not useful. Yeah, the same way I was giving an example in one of the class in white elephant. You know, white means safed. Elephant means something that is very big. Now, all of you have certain trunks at your home or something that is there. Like you might have trunks at your home, a big property like of structure, right? Then what happens is you cannot showcase that also because it is not a modern one. And then you cannot even throw it out because it is of use also. So something that is quite big, but it does not have much use today for you, That is white elephant. Okay, so this was the first one. Let me tell you the second one. What is pin money? Pin money. All of you might have taken pocket money from your parents. What is pocket money? You get it for, you can say, spending some of your amount. Pin money generally comes in two categories. One is it is a money which is given by the husband to his wife for, you can say, some additional expenses, right? So same way, additional expenses, additional money is termed as pin money, which is given by a husband to his wife. And third one is very interesting, curtain lecture. What do you mean by curtain lecture? Is like a husband is there and he's always trapped either between his mother or between his wife. So these two are there. And whenever he supports his mother, the wife gives him a curtain lecture. That is, she cries in front of him, she gives him a crocodile tears in front of him, and she tells him, why you did not take my side, I was right. So that is curtain lecture. Some of the interesting one, because these two you can relate with the wife, so you can even remember it out. These ways you have to remember the idioms. So Hemlata is right, and I think Hemlata is right, and white elephant, very good. Pin money means having enough money to complete the expense. Yeah, you can relate it out. The additional money you have for some extra purpose and all that. So that is pin money. Last one we can have, yeah, it is emotional attacks, Somjit. Okay, last one to ask you is in idioms. Let me ask you a tough one. Not a tough one, but easy one. Okay. If I say is, what should I ask you? What level of question I should ask you is? Let me give you some of the feedback. Okay, what do you mean by might and may? Or you can say stress all nerve. Stress all nerve. Because this is what you're doing right now. Stress all nerve. What do you mean by it? When you're stressing all your nerves. Even if I write, we stress some nerves. So think about it. It should be with some kind of whenever you have some idioms now, do remember we have to do it in two categories. Either to have decode a positive meaning or negative meaning. दो meanings होंगे. So you will have four options. You can either eliminate by positive or negative. Second way is break it out and try to think. If I'm straining my nerves, अगर मैं जोर लगा रही हूँ किसी चीज को, I'm thinking about it. So what would be there? Too much stress, act with full potential. Yeah, something you're taking lot of efforts right now. You guys are practicing lots of questions, your guys are practicing really hard. Why? Because you are stressing all your nerves, you are making all your efforts to crack the examination. That is stress all nerve. You see, idioms, they carry a same pattern. You just have to decode the level of it. Okay, last one, fifth one. Keep away wolf, keep away the wolf from the gate. Just try to decode it. Keep away the wolf from the, you can say, gate. What will be the answer? Now you see, even if it comes as whenever there are idioms which are carry nose in it, that means they will either be based on jealousy or they will have some negative meaning with them. Negative context will be attached. Now, what kind of animal is wolf? Wolf is a very smart animal. Smart means someone clever. So you are taking or you're keeping away the clever things from the gate. What will be the answer? Keep the problem which you already know away from you. Very good. Just very closer to it. All you have to do is you do not have to ratta nahi marna hota kabhi bhi idioms mein. Samajh ke karna hota. Like we did 5 and many of you wrote actually the right one. What was there is that here it is. क्या आंसर आएगा आपका? Keep away the wolf it is. Wolf को दूर रखना. कोई भी नेगेटिव चालाक चीजें हैं और यू कैन से इट अपनी रोटी खाना, मतलब जितना पैसा कमाया है उतना यूज करना, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा बर्डन ना लेना. दैट इज कीप अवे द वुल्फ अवे फ्रॉम द गेट. वेरी गुड. नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फोर्थ वन. ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट. दिस विल कैरी वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मीनिंग इज ओके. After the Somnath temple was dashed by Muhammad Ghazni in 1025. Whenever there's a punctuation mark, pause, stop over there. It was by King Bhoja of Malwa between this. Okay. Now, one thing you have to remember, I'm giving you 1 minute, 10 seconds to think about it. What can be the answer? Then I'll explain you. Think about it. What can be the answer? A. Everyone is with A. Very good. Okay, now see, after the Somnath temple was, this is a hint for us. Was means this sentence carries past statement in it, right? So after the Somnath temple, was means we will carry verb to in it. Think destroyed, destroying. We have to take destroyed nahi ho sakta. C option got eliminated. Good. Then you have it was again past, means to say again we have to go for some past blank. So it will be rebuilt, rebuilding, rebuild. Rebuild is wrong. Rebuild, rebuilt, rebuilt. Right? We are left with two options. Now, how to decode between them? These two are right. Destroyed, destroyed. Then I told you, building ing means action is still going on. We are not going or we are not covering any action as of now. So what will be there? It will be A1. And I guess everyone just don't refer with passive cases. Try to go for some kind of a option. Okay, one very favorite question which I always ask. It is a past statement. What will be the answer? The patient died before the doctor arrived. Because if you have seen the series, if you have attended the lectures, you cannot answer this question wrong. The patient died before the doctor arrived. Let me check how many of you have already seen it out and how many of you know the answers. Had died. Very good. Why? Because when a sentence is in past tense, the thing which happened prior, the thing which happened before, patient पहले मर चुका था, doctor बाद में आया था. That is why the first case take had with it. Very good. Okay, one more if I ask you, what is a mistake in this statement? The doctor saw the pulse of the patient. What is wrong in this? The doctor saw the pulse of the patient. Anyone? The doctor saw the pulse of the patient. Felt. Very good. Last one. Do not speak a lie. Do not speak a lie. What is wrong? No, check is like more felt is one because check cannot be there. It also have a quantity. Do not speak a lie. Only SS Gupta answers. Can't see the pulse right. Good may say. Do not. No. Do not. What is that? Do not tell a lie. Okay. He is my cousin brother. What is wrong? He is my cousin brother. Let's see how many of you have revised properly. Do remember, do revert in the group fast. He is my cousin. Why? Because he already specified it as a pronoun one. One last question. A doctor must perform dash duty. It should be his or it should be her. A doctor must perform dash duty. His or her. Fast. Let's see. His. Very good. SS Gupta is the first one who is very attentive, I'll say. Okay, great. I don't know the names. Okay, next. Very good. Fifth one. Most appropriate option to fill in the blank. The children dashed cricket in the park when their mother came to pick them up. Before solving this question, let's discuss the rule which we have done in our marathons also. What is the difference between when and while? What comes the difference between when and while? If I say you, what is the difference? Anyone who can tell me in the comments. Before solving this question, it is very important. Understand the rule on which the sentence is based. What is the difference between when and while? What is the name of SS Gupta? He's very attentive and very good. You are answering all correct. I'll say good preparation. Okay, what is the difference between when and while? Anyone? What can be the difference? When कब लगता है फिर? If it is in action, so when while comes? Fast. Let's discuss, try to support all the rules. While means specific time. No. If I'll give you both the examples, I'm going to give you. Now see, this is an important rule because you get questions in blanks in this case. You see, when and while, these two, while comes for situations. First thing, you have always to remember it out. While is when you are something in action. When you are involved in some action, you will take while with it. When you are static, you will take when with it. If I say, dash, I was 7 years old, what will be there? Think about it. Dash, I was 7 years old. Dash, I was learning to swim. Now see, both carry statements. What will be the answer? When or while? While process continues. Mayuri is right. While process continues, Hemlata, when. Jagan is when adverb of time. No, don't take it as a, you can say specify as a verb of time. What will be there in this case? 7 years old. 7 years old static. You are recalling some of the incident. It is when I was 7 years old. But when you are involved in action, you will go for while. Great. If you have done this, see, these are the rules that you need to revise again and again. Let's revise one more very important rule, which is based on unless and until. How many of you remember the rule? Difference between unless and until. Then we'll go with the question. First, what is the difference between unless and until? And two things you have to remember whenever there is a sentence in the case of unless. Revise your rules. Unless when time is given, very good. It can be anything. Wait here until I return. Wait here until it comes to be at 6 p.m. Okay. Unless के लिए दो rules है that you need to remember. What are the rules in unless? How many of you remember? Unless past. Unless time is not specific, you're fine. No. I'll tell you the brief one. Until is done. Until is when you have time. Okay. Unless is always there will be a contrast in the statement and there will never be negative in the first portion. First portion में कभी भी negative नहीं होगा. I'll give you a sentence, you correct it out. Unless you do not work hard, you will not pass. These has been asked if you are preparing for SSC CGL. These questions do come. This is a paper. Same question has come. You have to tell me what is the problem in this sentence. Important one. What is the problem in this sentence? Unless you do not work hard, you will not. Very good, Hemlata. Unless you work hard. See, this will always carry a comma because two situations are there. अगर तुम नहीं मेहनत करोगे तुम पास नहीं हो सकते हो. So unless will always come in two situations. Do remember this, and it will never carry negative. Not नहीं आएगा because unless yourself tells negative. Yeah, it is already negative. Unless you work hard. Everyone, very good. Now solve the question. Fifth one. Keep on revising the rules. Keep on revising new questions. That is a strategy to crack any examination. The children dashed the cricket in the park when their mother came to pick them up. Play, played, had been playing. Same way, past tense rule. If there are, you can say two things. What will be there? One will be in past perfect, other will be in simple past. One is in perfect, other is in simple past. We remember this rule. What will be the answer? Had, played, see. I know you guys would be confused between these two things. Because these are the perfect ones, we can eliminate these two. Now, you say, this is a generic one. The children dashed cricket in the park when their mother came to pick them up. Mother lene aayi, but they were still involved in an action. That is, had been playing is a better choice than had played. C1 is the right one. Okay, so had been playing because they're still involved in an action. Had played is something that they had already done. So it won't be. Whenever the mothers come, they're already involved in action. Children can't stop playing with each other, right? When, no, it is like when is used because this portion is static. Their mother came to pick them up. That was an action. That was a situation. She's not learning something. She's involved in action. That is why for this part we are using when. Do remember, uske baad kya aa raha hai? Clear? Okay, so everyone has done it out. Let's go for the next one. Sixth. This is based. Okay, see this question. Before this, let me tell you the difference. Let me ask you the difference. First, tell me the difference between in and into. Then tell me the difference with at and on. What will be the difference between in, at, and on? Already discussed in my previous one. This question was taken in the previous year paper, but the answer given in this question is wrong. So we will discuss what actually comes. Plan it out. What is the difference between in and into? First thing. In is into action. Great. What is the name, SS Gupta? I'm not able to speak your name. What is your name? Very good. In means bigger place, into means small place, and we are into it. See, no, it is not bigger and smaller place. I am in the room. I'm static. I jumped dash swimming pool when I am doing some action. That is termed as into. Okay. So in is when it is static, same way. Into is when you are doing some action and some action word will be involved. He jumped into the valley. He crossed the valley. Let me check. Okay. So in and into the difference is clear. What is the difference with at, on, and in? Anyone who can tell me the difference between and? Now, into is not coming in. It is always, remember, into will always carry action words before it. In will carry static things. I am in a room. I jumped into a swimming pool. So, jumping into something and you are just static into something, that is in is used. Clear? Now, tell me the difference between in, at, and on. You get good questions in prepositions. Prepositions is favorite of any exam, I tell you, clearly. What is the difference between in, at, and on? Anyone? On when a medium time span like on Monday. Okay. This can be briefed in a second. See, whenever you have in, at, and on, listen it carefully. You will never do it wrong once you just listen it now. In is when it is a wide range. बहुत ज़्यादा range होना, in is used. At when I'm talking about something specific. On lies between in and at. Dash Monday. I'll meet you dash Monday. I'll meet you dash 5 p.m. I'll meet you dash next week. हफ्ते में 7 दिन है, लंबा वीक है, मीन टू से वाइड रेंज है, क्या आएगा इनमें से? अगर मैंने बोला मंडे को मिलेंगे तो दैट इज मंडे अ स्पेसिफिक, और मैंने बोला 5 p.m. more specific. What will be there? At any place, what will be the answer? All of you. At any place. Great. At is for no, not place. It is very static thing. अगर मैं स्टेशन पर खड़ी हूँ, so that is static thing. That is a very particular thing. I'll meet you dash railway station. I'll give it. I'll meet you dash Delhi in Delhi. I'll meet you dash 21st century in 21st century. Clear? On Monday. Very good. All of you all right. At 5 p.m. All nice. Great. So what is now the answer in this question? The education minister called for collaborative efforts by different countries to address common challenges at the G20 education minister meeting. Think about the problem. Anyone who can tell me the answers? Fast. Tell me which portion carries a mistake. Which portion carries a mistake? We have these options: A part, B part, and C part. The answer given in this was wrong at the back. Tell me where is the mistake? A part, no error. Is this no error or you're telling me the mistake? Do tell me the mistake also. Where do you think the mistake is? And if there is no error, do write no error. Ma'am, I think, okay. C part, AI the G20, B in the G20. Yeah. So what the actual meaning this was given us, this one. But there is no error in this statement. There is at the G20 meeting is not there, in the G20 meeting. At is for location. Meeting is not a location. Meeting is inside the meeting we discuss something. So it should be not at, it should be in the meeting. The error should be in the part B option. How many of you did it right? In the G20, in the G20. Very good. So, you know, there are some errors which are based on, you can say, prepositions. और in, at and on में ही आपको गलती आती है. बहुत difficult नहीं जाएंगे. In, at and on में आपको गलती कुछ जाएगी. Clear? Good. Let's go for the 7th one. Easy one. Nutty as a fruit cake. Just try to decode it out. If not, then just go for the answers like careful, composed, contented. Only one word that would be different from others. Even you can do in that way. Strategize it like that. Manmohan is with B option. Nutty as fruitcake, composed. C. Everyone is with crazy. Why? Because this is the only option that is different from others. If you will decode it like this. Careful, बहुत ध्यान से करना. Composed. What is composed, everyone? When you are following a very, you can say when you're very calm, you can control your emotions. That is composed. Contented, when you're very satisfied with something, that is contented. Nutty as a fruitcake means when you are very over anxious, when you're excited, when you cannot control your feelings. That is nutty as a fruitcake, and that is when you're quite crazy. Very good. C, everyone is C option, right one. Go for this one. Now, how to do a jumbled sentences. Jumbled sentences are favorite of HPCL, CGPTDM, Airport Authority, everyone. They love jumbled sentences. Airport Authority will have it for 4 marks. Even this paper, HPCL used to carry it for 2 to 3 marks. This CGPTDM used to carry it for approximately 4 marks last year. So, this is a favorite topic, but this requires some trick. How you need to solve it out? I'll tell you, but try to think about it before me. Let's figure it out. There have been many attempts. Whenever you have 4 statements, read the statements with me. Then in the blanks, you have to decode one-liner. How to do it? There have been many attempts over the centuries to find this hidden library, but far the searchers have come up empty-handed. So there means there has been, you just try to decode an answer, pressy bana liya karo. Attempt to find hidden library. Attempt or hidden library की बात हो रही है. The library of Bosco Tras supposedly contained a vast collection of ancient Greek texts as well as texts written in variety of languages. अब यहाँ पे library का name है plus हम text की बात कर रहे हैं. ये दो चीजें हैं इस blank में. Third, it is said that Ivan IV, better known as Ivan the Terrible, who lived from 1530 to 1530, hid the library text. अब hide किसने किए थे text को? ठीक है, इवान नाम का पर्सन था, उसने टेक्स्ट को हाइड किया था. लास्ट इज द रूलर्स ऑफ दिस सपोजिटली हैड बिल्ट लाइब्रेरी. हु बिल्ड लाइब्रेरी? बनी कब थी लाइब्रेरी, वो चीज है. अब हमारे पास 4 चीजें हैं. इसमें नेम है, इसमें हिडन टेक्स्ट किसने हाइड किए हैं, इसने बनाई किसने लाइब्रेरी, और इसमें अटेम्प्ट किसने किया है हिडन लाइब्रेरी के बारे में. अब इजी हो जाएगा, डिकोड करो आंसर्स को. व्हाट विल बी देयर? Always do it in this pattern. Then first thing will be there. सबसे पहले noun ढूंढना है. Noun तो इसमें ही था, name तो इसी में था. So B will come first. We have 2 options with B, C and D, right? So these 2 get eliminated. Eliminate the options. Do not waste your time. Then you have after B it can be A, after B it can be D. Then we have is library के बारे में बात हो रही है. Library बनाई किसने? Who built it out? Then it will be there. Because after that we have discussion about hidden text. So it will be B and then it will be D option. B and D, and then it will be your C1 and then it would be at the last 4th. It should be B, D and C and A. D option. How many of you have done D option correct? B, D, C, A. Everyone is right. Great. D option, right one. See, this is a way. Try to do not waste your time. If long sentences come, एक लाइन से डिकोड कर लिया करो. नाउन का है, नाउन को पहले पकड़ो. ऑप्शंस में 2-3 ऑप्शंस आपको एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे. Go for the 9th one. Now here it is antonym. Again vocabulary part. Opposite of it. Dubious. Hesitant. Certain. Suspect. Arguable. What is the meaning of this? Dubious is there. Hesitant, uncertain, certain, arguable, suspect. What are the answers? Tell me fast. What can be the answer of it? Dubious मतलब क्या होता है? Dubious, dub से बना है. That is doubt से बना है. ठीक है? Dubious means iOS is something else dubious. So that is something that you are doubtful about. Meaning तो ये हो गया. अब इसमें जब किसी चीज के लिए डाउट हो, सर्टन तो हो नहीं सकते. ठीक है? एंटोनिम ढूंढना है. एंटोनिम हो सकता है. एंटोनिम इज ऑपोजिट, राइट? सो यू हैव टू फाइंड ऑपोजिट ऑफ इट. वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग. नाउ समथिंग दैट इज आर्ग्यूएबल, मतलब 2 आर्गुमेंटेशन है, उस पे जा रहे हो. Hesitant is something that you are not sure about something, that is you are uncertain or unsure about something. Then you have a certain when you are sure about something. Suspect is again when you are doubtful about something. So what will be the answer here? Easy one. D क्यों आ रहा है? D is also, see, एंटोनिम ढूंढना है. सस्पेक्ट भी तो है कि हमें शक है इस इंसान पे. सस्पेक्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? दो चीजें हैं, दो पर्सन्स हैं, उसमें से डाउट है कौन सही है कौन गलत है, दैट इज सस्पेक्ट. सो सस्पेक्ट इज मीनिंग द सेम वन. आर्ग्यूएबल होता है डिस्कशन, उसकी तो बात ही नहीं हो रही है. हेजिटेंट का मतलब होता है जब आप पीछे पीछे हट रहे हो, यार आई एम हेजिटेंट टू इट, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट. सो दैट इज व्हेन यू आर अनसर्टेन अबाउट इट. Certain is a B one. B is the right one. Manmohan, why A? A option is wrong. D भी गलत है. D सस्पेक्ट में क्यों गलत कर रहे हो? सस्पेक्ट इज ऑल्सो, अगर पुलिस पकड़ती है सस्पेक्ट्स को पकड़ती है, श्योर थोड़ी होती है कि उसी ने की है. They just have a random idea that can be, that not can be. So where you have a probability of not, so there it is doubtful. भी तो वही है कि आप doubtful हो. Okay, go for the next one. 10th. Now this is very interesting idiom. This was taken, a cat has dash what? Cat के पास क्या होता है? Now see, this was given by Shakespeare in the book, in Romeo and Juliet. He spoke this line in some another way, not as a direct one. उसमें उसने स्टेटमेंट दी थी. एंड यू नो कैट इज कंसीडर्ड एज अ वेरी, कुछ लोग कैट को पहले भगवान की तरह पूछते थे. व्हाई? दैट इज व्हाई फार्मर्स जब हार्वेस्टिंग करते हैं, दे एक्चुअली, you can say, worship cats, because it is considered that cats were given the status of god and goddess before, in the prior times. Now though it is quite different with all. So what will be the option, everyone? Cat has 7 places, 9 lives, 9 homes, 7 kittens. Answer me fast. A cat has what? Do it fast. Somajit is D. I know, I was aware everyone is going to tell 7 kittens, but it's not an answer. It is not the answer. You can eliminate this one. Go for the next 3. Again, options for you. B. B. Okay. This option has been cancelled for you. Now the option everyone is using is B. Very good. A is not. सुमजीत A कैसे ला रहा है? हेमलता भी A ला रही है. 7 places कैसे हो सकती है? 7 घर नहीं होते कैट के. It should be cat has 9 lives. 9 lives मानी जाती है कैट की. 3 lives वो प्ले करेगी, 3 lives वो स्ट्रे करेगी, 3 lives वो स्टे करेगी, ऐसे होता है. So these have 9 lives, and it is even considered कि cats, they are so, you can say, they are so active that they can escape death very easily. अगर आप देखोगे, they do not have, like, they can move from one place to another very easily. So even that is why it is considered cat has 9 lives. You just think it out, it is going to fall, वो मर जाएगी, but it does not actually happen. So cat has 9 lives. It was given by a statement. It is taken from literature, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, and it means 3 lives to play, 3 lives to wander, and 3 lives to stay. Okay. GK भी साथ साथ में करो ना, so you will have a revision of it. Both the things will do it together. Okay, great. Let's do it statically together. This is an easy one. What does it mean as similar? Same meaning wale. Periphery. Very easy. Now see, again a vocabulary come. 2 of the synonyms came, 2 of the antonyms came. So that is there. Periphery. Periphery is sides. Sides को बोलते हैं periphery. अब लगाओ. कोर होता है बिल्कुल सेंटर. हार्ट इज देयर. सेंटर सेंटर हो गया. मार्जिन बाहर वाली बाउंड्री. वेरी इजी. जब आपके पास, डू रिमेंबर वन थिंग, अगर आंसर में कंफ्यूजन हो, 4 ऑप्शंस होते हैं. अगर कोई भी 2 ऑप्शंस मैच कर रहा है, उनको तो पहले कैंसिल कर दिया करो. सी इट आउट. सेंटर और कोर एक ही बात है. वो भी सेंटर बीच वाली बात होती है, वो भी है. हार्ट हो नहीं सकता, पेरिफेरी को हार्ट बोलते नहीं है. बचा क्या? मार्जिन. कार्डियो की बात होती तो हम हार्ट लगाते हैं, इसमें क्या लगाएंगे हम? हार्ट. So it is, periphery means margin. How many have done it right? Good. Many of you are there. A option, A option, A option. Very good. This is going to be easy one. Yeah, it is very easy. Now again, fill in the blanks. देखो, fill in the blanks आपको ज़्यादा आते हैं. Either they are based on tenses, prepositions, or third generic one. जैसे अब इसको पढ़ो. I have given you a dash account of my travels in Eastern Europe. Most complete, very complete, more complete, complete. इसके बाद I'll give you 2 questions. Generic one to check how your preparation is actually going on. C option, more complete. Manda, you can go it like these are the generic questions जो आपके, if you're preparing for English, for any exam I target you, I tell you. HPCL हो गया, Airport Authority हो गया, CGPTDM हो गया, SSC का हो गया, any exam. These are the favorite topics. HPCL के topics सभी exams में fit हो जाते हैं actually. Jumble sentences भी मिल जाएंगे इसमें आपको, rearrangement of sentences which you call it out, fill in the blanks भी मिल जाएंगे आपको, close test हो गया, या आपको जंप दैट एरर स्पॉटिंग में मिल जाएगा, वोकैबुलरी मिल जाएगा. These options come in every exam, so do not have to worry about it. कि किस exam, try to solve the questions. D, 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 D. Very good. It is D. Now let me ask you a question. Now, simple way, I have given you a dash account of my travels in Eastern Europe. Most complete, more complete, very complete. Most आ जाता है superlative degree. More आ जाता है comparative. We are not comparing. It is not a superlative case. This is a simple positive degree case. So positive degree, we go for complete. Now let me ask you a question. If she dash a PM, she would have done this. What will be the answer? Tell me fast. Let's see how many of you have prepared really good. If she dash a PM. Okay, very good. It is always when if come, when as if come, what you have to see is were. Let's revise some of the rules. Okay, tell me fast. Let's see who answers all first. What comes with should? What comes, what degree, what you can say, you have to see in not only. What comes with although? What comes with no sooner? Answer all four fast. Should, lest, Hemlata answered first. No, Goody Meal answered first. Then it is your not only but also. Goody Meal answers first. Very good. Lest, but also, yet, had, did, or than. Very good. Very good. I'm so happy you guys have really cracked it out. One more thing. Let's check me out. What is the difference in the case of neither nor or as well as, along with, together with? What is the difference? Who knows this answer? This is important. What is the difference? Fast. Second noun, first noun. Very good. Here you have to see noun 2. Here you have to see noun 1. See, whenever you are able to answer, the confidence boost in you also. If you correct it out, I'm also very happy that you're able to understand the thing. So it is good. Okay. Before summing this question first, let me ask you one generic statement very fast. The clothes of DCM are better than convent. What is wrong in this sentence? The clothes of DCM are better than convent. Very good. SS Gupta, what is your name? Tell me the full form of SOS also. Then those of. Very good, very good. So if it is singular, that of. If it is plural, those of. Great. Good one. And here also this is an answer. This. Okay. Amit, you're doing great. All the videos have been done, I guess. Okay. Select the option that is not. Now, this is a different statement. Read the question very nice. Select the option that is not an antonym of another word by the way of adding prefix. Here it is prefix. Prefix होता है जो आगे लगता है. Suffix क्या होता है जो पीछे लगता है. अब अगर मैं miss लगा दूंगी तो word antonym नहीं बनेगा. ऐसा कौन सा word है? Misappropriate, misbehave, misapprehended, and miserable. What is the word? Jaipal, we did those off. Great. The D option. Manmohan is with D option. Anyone else? D option, D option, D option. Wow, wonders. Everyone is doing it right. It is miserable. It is miserable because miserable को तोड़ के नहीं बनता. छोटे तो हमने करते थे ना. I don't know in Hindi. Chandi. What is it called? कि विश तोड़ना words को. So I don't remember in Hindi what is the word now. So it is when you break the words, you are able to eliminate suffix, prefix, and the main word. Shandi visheshan करना पता नहीं क्या होता था. So it is D option, miserable. Vichhed. Manmohan, I don't even know even the word. Okay, simple one. How and when most appropriate. Again, fill in the blanks. Fill up आ गया फिर से. ज़्यादा quantity आपको fill ups की दिखेंगे because this is the easiest way for those people who are making the exam to check out this. How and when the yellow 137 cat Florentine diamond dash to Europe is a dash of debate. Very good. Interesting one also, and let's see how many of you do it right. हाँ संधि विक्षेप नहीं, it is not विक्षेप विशेषण पता नहीं क्या होता था. It was something in Hindi. We used to do it in junior classes and I don't remember it now. Let's do it this one. B. Everyone is with B. B. Manmohan is with C. See how it is can be land and animal. Element of debate. B. Jagriti is B. Amit is with B. Hemlata is with B. Manmohan भी बोल रहा है C. C कैसे लग रहा है मनमोहन? How it is C? Somajit is D. It's Somojit. Sorry, I'm spelling Somojit. Akanksha, good evening. Very good. I'm telling the ones who have marked the option D over here. क्यों? अब सोचो, पहली चीज आ जाती है. अब देखो, arrived, reached, land और this. Arrive कोई फ्लाइट तो नहीं है, डायमंड है, डायमंड पहुंचा, डायमंड मिला उस जगह पे, ठीक है, मिला, गॉट होगा. अगर यहां से भी समझ नहीं आ रहा था ना, फर्स्ट से डैश ऑफ डिबेट, दिस इज अ मैटर ऑफ डिबेट. दिस इज अ फ्रेजियल वर्ब्स आल्सो. फ्रेजियल वर्ब होता है जब आप कोई भी डिस्कशन करते हो, एक वो लगाते हो, दैट इज एडजेक्टिव, साथ में कोई आपकी प्रेपोजिशन लगती है, तो दैट इज फ्रेजियल वर्ब आल्सो. और इसमें ये चीज हमने पढ़ी हुई है जूनियर क्लास में, दिस इज मैटर ऑफ डिबेट. So this was, I was aware you are going to answer it wrong and many of you did wrong. Land और element कैसे हो सकता है? Land भी होता है पहुंचना, लेकिन मिला, ठीक है, पहुंचना, रास्ता, paving the way for that, that is land. Got होता है मिलना. How and when the yellow parent got to Europe, मिला यूरोप में, got to Europe, पहुंचा वहां पे जाके, ठीक है, that is why. Okay, great, कोई बात नहीं, one is okay to be get wrong. But I tell you genuinely, I have many of the students last year HPCL के बच्चों ने वो rules की videos करके they cracked it out of 17 out of 17 and they were so happy that English scored full marks because it is not that tough if you really have some hacks. The young crowd went into dash around a popular film star. अब देखो जैसे went आ गया ना, they went into, action आ गया, तो एक्शन किसी चीज किसी स्टेट में चले गए. इसलिए हिस्टेरिया के सही स्पेलिंग बता दो मुझे क्या होता है, एंड देन टेल मी द मीनिंग आल्सो. साथ में वोकैबुलरी याद कर लो. हिस्टेरिया के स्पेलिंग्स क्या होता है, मीनिंग क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ हिस्टेरिया? फास्ट टेल मी व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ हिस्टेरिया? C. Everyone answered me right. Very good. Now comes the meaning. What is the meaning of hysteria? Do note the vocabulary words also in here. Yeah, something that is uncontrollable. When you are not able to control your emotion, behavior, नहीं कर सकते हो. देखो, if you're not even aware, the young crowd went into dash. जब आप अपने popular film star को देखते हो, you go crazy for that. You go wild. Your behavior goes out of control. So when it is uncontrollable, out of control, that causes hysteria. Okay, what is the meaning of bombus? Let me ask you. Pompous. Let me ask you an easy one. What is the meaning of pompous? Craziness. Emotion or excitement. It is for pompous or this? Hysteria. Pompous क्या होता है? No, it is not emotion, excitement. Answer me the right one. What is the meaning of pompous? Fast. Think about the vocabulary. What is pompous? See, let's revise vocabulary also with it. We are left with 2 questions and I'll discuss some of the questions, important questions also with it after that. Pompous is when you have some superficial statement. देखने में लगता है बहुत बड़ी चीज है, but actually में उसका कोई meaning नहीं होता है. That is a pompous one. Okay? बाहर से बहुत कुछ बड़ा लगना, पर अंदर नहीं हो रहा कुछ भी. Now, simple one. She dash at Aurobindo College for last 7 years. देखो, this rule satisfied. For आ गया, साथ में 7 लगना है. इससे पहले क्या रूल है? For के केस में क्या आना चाहिए? Fast, tell me fast. What should come in the case of for? It should be a perfect tense. या तो has लगा होगा, या have लगा होगा, या had लगा होगा. We have 2 options in this category. लेकिन अभी मैंने जैसे इंडिया का बताया था, इंडिया हैज बीन इंडिपेंडेंट, इट इज स्टिल इंडिपेंडेंट, अभी तक वो करती जा रही है. सो दिस इज ए ऑप्शन. शी हैज बीन टीचिंग एट अरविंदो कॉलेज फॉर लास्ट 7 years. वेरी गुड, ए ऑप्शन एवरीवन. सो मुझे डी कैसे लगाया? हैड टॉट नहीं आएगा बच्चे, करती जा रही है टीचिंग, दैट इज व्हाई. लेट्स गो फॉर द लास्ट वन. या दिस इज अ लिटिल टफ. because there is a doubt between these two options, but I'll tell you the most exact one here. The dog easily jumps over the wall that separates their compound dash hours. लगाओ from, by, with, at, क्या आएगा? By नहीं, याद रखो, by is for some kind of a option. You will be there, a confusion will lie between these two. With तो हो गया, I am writing with the pen, non living के लिए होता है. By होता है जब आप most cases में passive में करते हो. He was helped by his father, तो living में करते हैं. ठीक है, लेकिन इसमें dog easily jumped over the wall that separate their compounds. जो compound को separate करता है हमारे से, क्या आएगा? A option, D option. समझिए D क्यों लगाया है? Tell me the reason. Why D option? A option change कर दिया. Okay, so see, the answer which was given in the answer sheet, that was at, but it is not a situation. Most probable answer is from only है. क्यों? किसी चीज से जब आप दूर होते हो. The only reason they can go for at is when you are taking it as a boundary as a stick. But हमें नहीं पता place के बारे में. So this was a contradictory one which they gave, and that is not a valid point. क्योंकि यहाँ पे नहीं बनता. You see, there were two questions that was a grace in this paper. 17th one और एक हमने पहले किया था regarding you can say this jumbled one. Jumbled नहीं, उसमें एक था. 4 options दी हुई थी आपको error spotting में. तो 2 questions थे जो grace के थे इस पेपर में. Clear? Rest it is fine. So these were all. Let's revise all the most important things. Any questions from your side, you can just drop in the comments so that I can answer all your queries fast. How you need to do it, what are the exercises we need to plan about this for any examination. I told you, for any examination you're preparing for English, what are the things that you need to target. Prepositions अच्छे से करना, पहली चीज, fill in the blanks में preposition. Second, tenses. This is a very generic one. Do not hard and fast questions, बहुत hard नहीं आएंगे. You have checked your level. किसी के 17 out of 17 आए हो? How many of you have scored? Anyone who wants to mention the score? कितने scores आए हैं? You guys are preparing really well. What was the score of Somojit, Hemlata, Abhishek? What were your scores? Even Amit was answering really good. What was your answers? Tell me what are your scores. Anyone who can tell me the scores? Okay, just fetch out your scores. What are your important scores? I think these were the important questions that we have already done it out. Count नहीं किया? Very bad. You should have counted it out. Not check. Do check it out. Try to evaluate it. Whenever we do some regular sessions, how many you are scoring at a level? Okay. And quickly tell me some of the exercises, some of the rules. It should be there. And vocab, idioms. It is okay. See, one thing. In a week, sufficient. In a week, it is good. You can actually perform really well in an examination. What are the things that you need to take into account is, jaldi se 101 rules wali video dekh lena. It is with the name of spotting errors, or you will find it as 101 rules. I'm telling you that clear all the errors. One के साथ ones लगना है, कोई profession है जो neutral है उसके साथ his लगना है, lest के साथ should लगना है, although के साथ yet लगना है, not only के साथ but also लगना है, इस तरह से no सुनने के साथ than. अच्छा, one important question. फ्यूचर टेंस के साथ कौन सा लगता है? पास्ट के केस में आ गया, एक पास्ट परफेक्ट होगा, एक सिंपल पास्ट होगा. ये लास्ट वीडियो में मैंने आपके लिए जो इन CGPT ने आल्सो हैव डिस्कस्ड इन प्रैक्टिस सेट 4. व्हाट शुड बी देयर व्हेन देयर इज फ्यूचर सिचुएशन? फ्यूचर सिचुएशन में क्या लगेगा? व्हाट विल बी देयर? प्रेजेंट, सिंपल प्रेजेंट याद रखना. मतलब टेंस के बेस पे सिर्फ यही 2 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, ज्यादा नहीं आते हैं. वोकैबुलरी की वीडियोस आपके पास पड़ी हुई हैं, इडियम फ्रेजेस, इवन आई हैव डन इट आउट. वो एक बार रीड कर लेना. आपको इडियम फ्रेजेस नहीं आते हैं फॉर CGPT. HPCL में इडियम फ्रेजेस आते हैं, सो वी हैव टू डू दैट इन दिस केस. प्रेजेंट डेफिनेट. सी फॉर रूल्स यू आर गुड. रूल्स हो जाएंगे तो फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स हो जाएंगे आपके, प्लस आपके यू कैन से इट आउट एज स्पॉटिंग एरर हो जाएंगे. बच्चा जंबल सेंटेंस, दैट इज अ स्मार्ट ट्रिक. आई टोल्ड यू, नाउन लगाना, फिर प्रेपोजिशन ढूंढना, इस तरह से यू हैव टू रीअरेंज इट आउट. उसके बाद आपका आ जाता है वोकैब पोर्शन. वोकैब पे पूरा टाइम मत वेस्ट करना, बिकॉज इन केस दैट क्वेश्चन मैंने बोला वोकैब को तोड़ के देखा करो, ट्राई करा करो रूट वर्ड से फाइंड करने के लिए. अदरवाइज आपको ऑप्शंस में इजीली फेच कर लोगे. ये होते हैं हैक्स करने के लिए. सारा करने बैठोगे नहीं होगा, तो ट्राई टू टारगेट बिगर टॉपिक्स द वे आई टोल्ड यू. क्लियर? So I hope everyone has done the questions. We practice it together and we will solve much more questions. Any of your feedback is always welcome. Whatever you need from my things, some of the tips, some of the things. So I'm ready to help you out, and we discuss some of the very important idioms also, right? So I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and it was a fun to interact with all of you. So Somojit, Amit, Hemlata, Jaipal, Abhishek, Shashank, and many are there. So thank you for attending the lecture, and do attend more when it is there. And take care. Keep preparing. All the best, guys. You're gonna crack it out soon. Bye bye.